Hey guys, a few days ago I finished a pair of Abloy Profile tools. These are pretty much identical except for that one's in brass and the other one's in aluminum. These are the first tools I made that have depth markings. So these are in 18-degree increments. I don't find myself using them that often though, probably just because I'm not used to having them. But you can decode a lock if that's what you wanted to do. There are no space markings on these. I never intended to add them. Honestly, I haven't used the cutoff or grooving tool on the lathe yet. Eventually I'll get that figured out though, and I'll start adding space markings to other tools. This brass tool in the back, last night unfortunately I broke the picking tip on it, and I'm not positive how it happened. I'm guessing I pulled the tool out of the lock too quickly and it must have got snagged on a disc. So I'm planning on getting or making a new picking tip for that tomorrow. So the tool I'll be using today is the aluminum one, which is by far my favorite. It's significantly lighter than the brass tool. This one weighed in at like 3.6 ounces and the brass one weighs 8.5. So when I'm using the brass tool I find myself sagging it quite a bit just because it's heavier. The lock I'll be picking today is just a 9-disc cam lock. I only have 2 Abloy profiles. I have this cam lock and then I have a padlock as well. So I'm going to get started picking here. This shouldn't take too long. So first thing I'm going to do is just insert this all the way into the rear. Then I'm going to apply tension, and I'm going to start picking from the rear of the lock. I got some rotation there. Ooh, that opens us up. So is the second disc from the front. Okay, so I'm gonna gut this now, but first I'm going to pull this tool out, so I have to rotate all the discs back. And I'm going to switch the angle of the camera so it's easier to see. Okay, so here you can see the sidebar. Looks like that front disc came out. So here's the sidebar. And I'm going to start taking these discs out. I've been looking for more Abloy profiles. There's a few on eBay, but people are asking a bit too much for them. Alright, so here we have all the discs and the spacers. This was the first one, that was the last one. Here's the housing, sidebar, and that's that. So that's been the Abloy Profile picked and gutted. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a good night.